We're good.
All right, welcome back. Thank you so much, you guys. This is the time to get your comments in for those giveaways. Y'all have just been such outstanding attendees, so thank you so much. We have got Robin here from Au Pair in America. You're a former team member, so it's good to see your smiling face. But I'm going to go ahead and give you the reins and let you take it from here.
Awesome. Thanks, Allison. And thanks to Austin Moms Collective for having us. As Allison said, my name is Robin Leon, and I am with Au Pair in America. If you are not familiar with the concept of au pairs, fear not, we're going to talk about it. So let's hop right into it. I would love you to chat any of your questions into the chat box, and we'll take them as they come in, but I promise to save lots of time for questions at the end. So let's talk about au pairs. I typically tell folks that the best way to get into the right mindset about what an au pair is to think of it as kind of a cross between a nanny and a foreign exchange student. So we work with 50 countries all over the world to find young folks between the ages of 18 and 26 who are looking to come to the United States for a cultural exchange experience through living with a real American host family like yours, and of course, helping out with childcare throughout that time. The initial match between a host family and an au pair is for 1 year. And then as long as the au pair is in good standing with the program, she can actually apply to stay for another 6 months, 9 months, or 12 months. So those are kind of the basics of the program. You can see up on the screen there, here are some common challenges we heard when we conducted a poll of American families when it comes to the challenges of childcare. I'm super busy. I have a crazy schedule. I'd love to have childcare for a date night from time to time. Logistics of getting the kids to the care or the caregiver to the kids, especially now. What about hiring, screening, background checks? We know cost of childcare is a huge challenge for American families. And then finally, we know right now that the challenges of virtual school, hybrid school, or even getting your kiddos back and forth to traditional school is a really big challenge for current families, especially here in Austin. You can see information on the screen for how we have found au pairs to solve some of these challenges. So an au pair can help out with childcare up to 45 hours a week, up to 10 hours a day, and that's flexible. You get to carve the schedule in a way that makes sense for you. When it comes to logistics, you don't have to worry about getting the kids to the care or the caregiver to the kids. The caregiver lives with you. So think of this as your baby sister or younger cousin coming to live with you, be a real member of your family, and help you out with your little ones. And I know that there is a lot of comfort in knowing that your caregiver is living with you and practicing the same social distancing guidelines that you feel comfortable with for your family. When it comes to background checks, we do a lot of the legwork for you. We have a triple screening process. Here comes the cost piece. The cost of hosting an au pair is per family, not per child. So that should help you compare apples to apples against other forms of childcare. And when it comes to your au pair being able to help out with schoolwork, homework, virtual school, supporting your little ones in whatever their learning environment might be, we provide training for that as well. There's just some sweet families there who shared some quotes with us about how hosting an au pair during the pandemic has really been a lifesaver. They don't know how they would have done it without that live-in care and help. Some specifics about Au Pair in America as an agency. We are the nation's first agency. We began in 1986. No one has more experience than we do. We have 3 great counselors here in Austin for local support. You'll get a placement expert to help you search for an out-of-country au pair. So lots and lots of help. We hold your hand every step of the way. And we also have a 1-800 number that's available to you and your au pair 24/7, 365 in case there's any speed bumps or emergencies. So as I mentioned, the au pair can do childcare up to 45 hours a week, up to 10 hours a day. In addition to helping with your little ones, they can also do any chores around your home related to the kids. So laundry for the kids, dishes for the kids, meal prep for the kids, tidying up with or for the kids. Those are all things the au pair can do. Getting your kids back and forth to school, soccer practice, those type of things, help with schoolwork, homework. And then, of course, the benefits of having someone from another country, sharing their culture, their language, and showing your little ones that there is a great, big, cool, interesting world out there beyond Austin, Texas. Some sweet quotes there from former host kids. We recently surveyed our host kid alums to ask them about the program. 99% of our former host kids say hosting the au pair was a positive for their life. 94% said, when I have kids of my own, I want them to have an au pair, which we find to be high praise. Some specifics there about what the au pairs bring to the table, their experience, their education. They all have a driver's license. They're screened for English. Once you look at their application, you'll be able to see all of their specific information. Again, information there on the screen about our triple screen process, all of the hoops that these young women have to go through as far as background checks, criminal history checks. They sit for a psychometric inventory as well, and you'll be able to see all of that background check information in their application. I know this is a big question for folks. How much does it cost? If you go to our website, which is aupairinamerica.com, there's specific information about the cost of hosting an au pair. But again, keep in mind that cost is per family, not per child. So that's really helpful information to compare against other options. This is specific information about what that program fee includes: au pair travel, insurance, support from the agency, support from your wonderful local person. Okay, so we've talked a lot about what the agency provides, what the au pair can do. This is your responsibility as a host family. You must be able to provide a private bedroom. She can share a bathroom, but a private sleeping room, breakfast, lunch, and dinner each day, room and board. Again, think of this as a family member coming to live with you and sharing your family's experiences. That minimum weekly stipend that you pay directly to the au pair, which is just under $200. The au pairs do go to school while they're here, so there's an education allowance that you provide of $500 per year, transportation to and from school and to and from the monthly meetings that your counselor provides for the au pairs here in Austin, and an exchange experience. That's the most important thing. This is a cultural exchange experience first, a great childcare option second. If you do want further information, you can go to aupairinamerica.com. I would encourage anyone who is interested in the program to go ahead and fill out an application. It's free, no obligation, and that lets you see the candidates who are in that applicant pool. And you can talk to the counselor here, talk to the placement expert at our agency in Connecticut, and start searching today. I do want to give one additional piece of information. The White House recently temporarily suspended the visas that the au pairs travel under. So we are helping families search now to make matches currently to welcome an au pair in January. The exceptions to that visa pause being if you are in a medical field or if you have a child with special needs, you can search and welcome an au pair in 2020. Woo! All right, team, we did it. I know I have another minute or two, and I would love to go through our questions. So don't be shy. Put those into the questions box. I'll answer them as they come in. While you guys are typing in your hot questions, I will tell you that one of the most common questions is what type of schooling do the au pairs do? And I will say most of them do ACC, UT Continuing Ed, things like that. And your counselor is a great resource to help you with both the online and in-person classes that are great for au pairs to take.
Okay, I have a question because I didn't know any. This is amazing. I just texted my husband. I'm like, I think I want an au pair. What you probably answered this, but I was multitasking while you were presenting. What's the commitment in terms of timeline? Like, if you say, hey, I want an au pair, then how long are they a part of your family for?
Sure, that's a great question. So let's do that in two parts. So if you say I want an au pair right now, I usually ask for 8 to 12 weeks between when you start the process and when you welcome someone on your front door. So that's kind of just to give you an idea. Again, we're helping folks match now for January, so now's a good time to start thinking about that timeline. When you match with an au pair, the initial match is for 1 year, but as long as she's in good standing with the program and has space for it in her young life, she can apply to stay with you for another 6 months, 9 months, or 12 months on top of that first year.
Okay, so 8 to 12 week process to get someone actually in the home, and then they're with you committed for a year. That's cool. Okay, I love it. I'm
We're
not seeing
happy to
any
help
other.
you welcome an au pair, Allison.
I know. I just texted the husband. I mean, I work full time, so having an extra set of hands is invaluable, truly. Just especially while we're all trying to navigate, virtual learning and all the things. So, well, Robin, thank you so much. Everyone got their comments in. If anyone has questions, we will make sure that this recording is reshared, and everyone will have access to Robin's information. Robin, you have a great rest of the day. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.